very, very tight, and well, what a great shot that is, getting everything into play. I guess the advantage he's got is he hopes where he left off against Walden.
Famous Ali Pali. Great chance for some of these players just to sharpen their claws, so to speak.
In a proper professional tournament with stakes and prize money and all the rest of it, so it feels more like the match environment you're going to be playing in. Proper game of snooker this. And I mentioned earlier that when Trump won this event for the first time when he was only 19, he beat Selby in the final
12
down at Crondon Park 3-2. Back today, I'm sure he would have been, if he hadn't been in this, he would have been practicing anyway.
$19. $30.
Could play a delicate cannon into the two reds here. Just it beautifully. Judd Trump's a fascinating player. He's the only player I can really say that
37.
almost plays snooker the way a 9-ball pool player plays pool. Because
38.
what Judd does more than any other player, he takes the first opportunity to go into the pack of reds and get everything spread out far and wide, and then from then on, of course, with reds in play, break building becomes a lot easier.
43.
And of course he did play some 9-ball pool not so long ago. Matchroom Multisport, the leading promoters of 9-ball pool.
44.
A full calendar for this year, but for the moment he's sticking with snooker full time. I can tell you that Gary Wilson on table 2 has cleared up with a 138. That's a good target for the high break prize.
49.
2-0 to him against Robert Milkins.
50.
Yes, Rob Milkins finished 5th in the previous group, so looking forward to Robert Milkins taking
57.
on his good friend and local rival Chap
58.
Lizowski. Cheltenham in a couple of weeks from now. But meanwhile, Judd Trump here on table 1 just needs one more red to secure frame 1 here.
He has hit the ground running, hasn't he, in his 4 frames so far. Looking
66.
just to keep Selby at bay, because Selby will certainly come back. Knew it was in immediately.
$73.
Just to let you all know, the game is not easy. It just looks it when guys like this are playing.
Well, the biggest difference with the top stars,
80.
not only the great tacticians and great potters, just make few mistakes positionally.
Well, in the end it wasn't a century, but it was a fine 80.
80.
Judd Trump has
And
played
first frame.
4-1-4 in terms of frames this morning. He already leads Mark Selby 1-0. Yeah, I mean, it's not always about the points on the board, it's about where the balls are on the table. And Selby doesn't really have much or any security here. Oh, Trump knocks that one in.
1.
Well, decision time now. He's 61 points behind. There are 67 that still remain. Doesn't necessarily have to take on a difficult pot here to continue the break. He's gone for the brown, and it's gone in. And we're playing for the red that's on the black spot. That would give
5.
Judd the opportunity to bring the black into play, because he wouldn't want to pot the black at the moment because it'd be tied up. Because the red near the black spot isn't quite occupying it.
6.
Well, the first red he potted was great, but there was an element of safety in it, of course. The brown was all or nothing. Superb pot to the middle, and what a chance now to steal this frame. Just underline how well he's playing here.
12.
Now just doing some quick arithmetic here. Judd doesn't really need to worry about the black at all. 4 reds and 4 pinks suffice, and he could just try and trundle that black along the cushion as frame winning ball, should he get that far, of course. Just wondering now whether we do have a new favourite for this second frame. Rather be in Judd's position.
$13. $18. $19. $25. $26.
It just feels like it's going to come down to the last black, doesn't it? You expect Trump to get down to it from here.
Just landed fractionally awkwardly on this remaining red. He's going to be slightly hampered here by the pink. So jack the cue butt in the air, strike downwards. Just about
33.
managed to get the amount of backspin required. In fact, he's landed perfectly on the pink. 33, chance of a frame winning 66 here to steal this frame. The blacks are near its own cushion.
41. $44.
Got to be said, when Selby's 62 in front against anyone, you fancy him to win the frame. But Trump got in with a great red, then potted a terrific brown as well. Said he'd stall out to try and win the frame.
53.
Oh, he's just that very nicely, but there's a couple of inches to travel.
59.
And to lead Mark Selby 2-0. That's a terrific clearance from Judd Trump, 66.
Although that red was potable to the left corner, Mark Selby would have been able to avoid the cannon on the black with the cue ball, so had to refuse it. There was a chance by forcing it in at that sort of pace he could have got the cue ball back up for the blue. 2-0 down. Lost the last frame the way he did, having had that 62-point advantage.
One.
Well, Judd saw that there was a plant there, I didn't. There was a lot of distance between the two balls, but it just goes to show when a player is brimful of confidence, the difference in their play is extraordinary.
Well, he's just bullied that into the pocket, hasn't he? I mean, he was going in one way or another. Incredible, really.
Hey, fairly handily with his opposite hand. He has played for the black, and he's on it very nicely. That's a very nicely controlled shot. If anything, it's too good. Colour will be a natural process. So that's what he's done. He screwed back the red above the black spot. He knows that he'll nudge off the red above
14.
it, and he should be on the black to the right corner if he plays it well.
$15.
I don't think he envisaged the cue ball running in behind. Red to the left of the black. It's a little unfortunate. He's just having a look to see if the pink's available. It's a bonus if it is.
He might be forced into doing something he's not really done so far, play a safety shot. Well, he's had another look at the pink.
Pink
I'm
pot.
not sure. This pot's though, I think it's just a safety. Yeah.
Judd Trump, 15.
Putting the pressure on Selby, who knows that Trump, the mood he's in, just needs one more chance potentially to win this match.
And that was deceptively clever from Judd. He could have played a safety of any colour there really, bar the black, but chose to clip off the pink and bring the pink into play. Again, everything that Judd Trump does is attacking. He thinks like champion does. And if he gets an opportunity, he wants everything set out fair for him to make a frame-winning break at every opportunity. It's the one thing, if you do have the reds set out the way they are here, all over the table, it puts pressure on both players to make sure that their safety play is very exacting, and that one wasn't. Great chance here for Mark Selby. There's barely a ball safe.
He knows he's going to have to make the most of it.
One.
Well, it's not finished great, but first shot really.
Just needed one good positional shot there. He's very unlucky really not to be on the pink to the right centre, hampered by the red behind the cue ball, so forced to play the black with the rest. Well, only me to say that this really does need to go in.
Well, it looked like it was in,
Mark Selby
but it's not. I think he felt it was.
And this is what pressure does to you. If you're playing a top player and you don't put them under pressure, you're in for a tough time. And Judd Trump has put Mark Selby, of course, again, one of the game's top players, one of the game's great players. But Mark Selby there is under pressure, 2-0 behind. Judd Trump looking like he's barely going to miss a ball when he gets in. And that little bit of extra pressure that's created,
7.
force an error like that.
I think that black would have dropped on some tables this season, but because this is a different make, this Rasson table, and anyway, it didn't, and now it's help yourself time for Trump.
$15. $16. $23. $24. $31. 32.
So motoring on towards a second whitewash. The second frame was the big one, of course, the way he cleared up there. He's really not put a foot wrong, has he, this morning? It's been very impressive from Trump.
38.
Not only winning, but winning 2 matches 3-0, as seems likely now to storm to the top of the table.
39.
We'll see him again at 4:30 UK time against Gary Wilson. He plays Matt Selt later on table 2 as well, so he can have qualification wrapped up after day 1. The way he's playing, it seems likely. We'll see, though. Things can change, of course, with the quality of the field we've got here, but this has been a first-rate display from Trump. Every chance he's got, he's pounced on. He's either forced his way in or he's taken advantage of a miss like that from Selby. And this black, and it's going to be 3-0. The second match running for Judd Trump.
52. 53.
Well, this match is certainly won now by Judd Trump.
59.
Selby won't be returning to the table, but can Judd make a century, I wonder, here?
60.
Quite get the right side of the black, so I need a Judd Trump special here to keep the break going.
Yeah, there's a lot of balls in the way, isn't there, going around the table, but the damage has been done. He beat Ricky Walden 3-0. He's beaten Mark Selby 3-0 also.
67 the frame and the match.
67 the break in the last frame. So he's barely broken sweat, it seems. An hour and 10 minutes for 2 3-0 wins. Judd Trump